Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel, James Higgins of World. Well, as you can see from the intro, this is a review of Neighbours TV series and the final episode. Well, Neighbours is an Australian television soap opera which ran from the 18th of March 1985 until 28th of July 2022. Basically, it's set in Melbourne, in a street called Ramsay Street. If you've never seen it, just one second, I'll read you a bit more. Right, it was created by television executive Reg Watson. The Seven Network commissioned the show featuring the success of Watson's earlier soap Sons and Daughters. Although successful in Melbourne, Neighbours underperformed in Sydney market and was cancelled by Seven 4 months after it began. Airing it was immediately commissioned by rival network 10 for a second production season, which began screening on the 20th January 1986. Neighbours has since become the longest running drama series in Australian television history. In 2005 it was inducted into the Logie Hall of Fame. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm 54 in August. Been a bit emotional really. I've just watched the last episode on YouTube. Bit of plug for YouTube there. It's been quite emotional, really. Really has. You know, oh Christ, I had tears rolling down my face. I really did. I've got a heart of gold and I'm a total softie. I cry at all sorts of stuff. You know, but what have you? But oh, it's very emotional. But I haven't watched Neighbours in years, right? In years, but because it meant so much to me as I was growing up, I felt I owed it to the series to at least watch the last episode. I probably even watched the first here in the UK. My era of Neighbours was Scott and Charlene and Mike and Paul Robinson, the Ramsays and the Robinsons and Daphne, and the glory days of Neighbours. Because I'm 53, you see, so and a lot of in the last episode, the final episode of the whole series, which is Neighbours Is No More, you saw some of the Ramsays came back, Scott and Charlene, Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue, Mike came back, loads of old characters came back. Oh, it was so nostalgic. Oh, my tears were rolling down my face. Christ, it really touched me. But the other reason it was a bit thingy as well is that next month it's 7 years since my mum died, so that was that as well. I was crying a bit about that as well, but you know what you do, like, you know, she was 91 when she died. You know, had a heart of gold, my mum. Angel her whole life. Pure heart of gold. My upbringing was like the Waltons, as I've said to you before on here, you know. I was very lucky, you know, never taken illegal drugs, never sniffed glue, never done any of that shit, you know. But it was very getting back to Neighbours, it was very well, the last episode was very, very, very well done. And you know what, I'm going to have to say this. I really am. And I'm sorry if this offends EastEnders, Emmerdale, Coronation Street, and that, but I've got to be honest. I don't watch the soaps apart from when I meet my friends, Jills. But I have to say that I watched the whole I think it was on for about an hour and a half of Neighbours, the last episode. And you can still feel the love there for the characters and the characters that loved the people on the street. And the love was there, you know, the passion and the nostalgia. I mean, what if I was marking the last episode out of 10, what would I give it? Well, you know my marking system, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would go down off the charts. It was off the fucking charts, to be honest. Very emotional. For me, personally, it was an emotional roller coaster. It really was. Guys, tears rolling down my face a lot, and I'm not ashamed of it, you know. And I'm a heterosexual guy, you know, but I'm just a big softie, you know. The last episode was just off the charts. If you're a Neighbours fan and you haven't watched it in years, watch that last episode. There's a lot of old faces, like I said, Mike, Jason Donovan, Kylie, loads of other people. But the love was still there. You know, when I compare that to soaps like EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, it's all bloody Coronation Street. If it's not bloody robberies, drugs, sex, violence. Emmerdale's the same. Sex, drugs, bloody all sorts of shit. And EastEnders, the most depressing bloody programme on TV. In EastEnders, there's never any happy families. It's not like Ramsay Street. There is never, ever any happy families on the vast majority of these soaps in the UK, them three main soaps. It's all misery. Bloody misery. I can't watch him. I'm too old for that shit now. Misery. And if you, I'll tell you this, right? If you want if you want a happy Christmas, right, and you don't want to be, you want a happy Christmas, don't watch EastEnders on Christmas Day. Just don't watch it. It's bloody pure misery. Every EastEnders Christmas I've ever watched, misery, absolute misery. Oh, honestly, bloody misery. You know, the British, like I said, the three main, drugs, sex, murders. Why can't you have happy bloody storylines? You know, it was still there the last episode. Oh, it was just pure, as it was from the beginning, pure. You know, but these shows like Emmerdale, fuck, I mean, honestly, misery, pure misery. Coron bloody 80th Street, same misery. And the worst of all, bloody EastEnders, misery. You know, oh, honestly. But, yeah. Sorry, the episode, the last episode is off the charts, to be honest. Marking it out, my marks out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for a gold star, and off the charts. The last episode was off the charts. I can only base Neighbours off all the series. I haven't watched it in over 10 years, but when I used to watch it, if I was marking it out of 10, it would be sometimes off the charts, sometimes 10 out of 10, sometimes 10 out of 10 with a gold star, sometimes, you know. But for decent family viewing, if I was comparing Emmerdale, EastEnders and Coronation Street compared to Ramsay Street and Neighbours for family viewing, I'd say Neighbours every time for decent, good family viewing. When you can, The other 3 shows are just full of bloody violence, sex, drugs and all that shit. Misery. Anyway, if you're watching this in Australia, or any of the cast watch my channel, thank you for all the years that you've put in, and all the massive thanks to all the cast of Neighbours, the production teams, everybody in Neighbours. God bless you all, and I hope you have a bright future. And thanks for all the memories over the years to everyone here. God bless.